Hey everybody, welcome to Mellow Tarot. In today's reading, we're going to be looking at your March 2022 predictions. We'll be digging in to see love and career and your overall energies for the month of March and what you'll be dealing with, okay? So, today is a pick a flower. I'm really happy because all winter long I haven't been able to do any pick of flowers or plants or herbs or anything, and if you watch my channel for a while, you know I love to do that and incorporate plants into my readings in some way. So the buttercups are in bloom, and I did get some roses that had some white flowers in them as well, so I found a way to incorporate them even though it's not quite spring yet. So I'll go ahead and show you the piles. Sorry for my little flower rant. They make me very happy. Group number 1 has this lovely yellow rose, and we'll be using the Tarot of the Divine with your group. Group number 2 has these cute little white flowers, super dainty, and we'll be using the Manga Tarot with your group. Group number 3 has the daffodil or buttercups, whatever you guys call them. And we'll be using the Modern Witch Tarot with your group. Alright, so the timestamps will be in the description box below, so you can go ahead and skip to your reading, and I will see you guys there. Hey group number 1, those of you who chose this lovely yellow rose, this is going to be your reading for the month of March. Alright, so I pre-drew some oracle cards for you guys. We're going to take a look at those to figure out your overall energies and what you're going to be dealing with in March. And then we'll use the tarot a bit later to figure out love and career and any other messages that Spirit has for you for the month of March. Alright, so the oracle cards that came out for you guys is Compromise, Quiet Stillness, Eros, the 5th house, Eagle, and we have the crystal Tiger's Eye coming out for you guys, and Snakeskin Agate. Alright. Ooh, you guys have some interesting energies coming towards you. What I'm hearing is that I feel like there's a lot of people who are going to be loving your time in March. Everybody kind of wants a piece of your time, right? You may be in a position of leadership or authority figure for some people. For some of you, I'm hearing that you may take care of children or be around a lot of children, or be some sort of leader or advisor. But if you're not, take it as it resonates. But in some way, people are looking to you as an authority figure, or coming to you for advice, coming to you for attention, coming to you for your time. And it feels a little bit bombarding to have to work with so many people. I feel like compromise, again, is going to be very important for you. People may not be wanting to compromise with you, or realize that you need some time to yourself, maybe. Some time to recharge, some time alone. Finding that quiet stillness within yourself is going to be a very important factor for keeping your peace in the month of March, I'm hearing. Now, we also have the 5th house here, which is all about pleasure. So I feel pretty highly like, despite all of these people that will probably be bombarding you for time, or wanting to hang out, or wanting to do things with you, like, I'm feeling like you're going to be very busy. But what Spirit is saying to me is that don't forget about your pleasure. What turns you on? Not even sexually, just in life. Like, what gives your life meaning, purpose? What makes you feel good? What makes you get into your sensuality? What makes you feel all cozy and warm inside? What gets you hot? any of that good stuff. Very, very important for the month of March. So I feel like when you do find these moments of quiet stillness, in March, you're going to be able to indulge even more, because it's like, I have just given all of this energy to other people, and I deserve this me time. It's not like being lazy and using self-care as like a coping mechanism to not do anything in your life. It's like the exact opposite. I feel like you guys have been giving, pouring out, and this may continue into March, I'm seeing, where you're giving and pouring out. But this time, you're like, all right, I have to have some time for myself. I have to have time for my own self-pleasure. And I can almost see you reaching your hands out like this woman on this card and saying, okay, guys, you're going to have to compromise with me, because like I can't keep going like this. That's kind of how it feels. So finding self-pleasure, taking care of the self, is going to be a very important overall energy in getting you through the month of March, right? Let's see. We also have Tiger's Eye here, which is about courage, optimism, and power. So what I'm feeling is that, again, with this authority card, I feel like you're in a position of power in some way. And it's going to be very important that you claim that power, not in like a I'm in charge of you type of sense, but kind of claiming your own self-power to say no when you need to in the month of March. Some of you guys may struggle with saying no, but I feel like you're going to be kind of fed up by now towards the middle of March, to where you're like, okay, I can't keep going like this. So I'm taking my power back here and saying, hey, I can't go to this today, or no, I can't give you that time. It's okay to say no and choose yourself sometimes, group number one. And I feel like that's maybe a lesson that you're learning this month for sure. We have a snakeskin agate here, which is all about strength, privacy, and self-love. So again, privacy is probably pretty important for you as well. Maybe you guys post a lot on social media, and maybe you tend to let everyone know what you're doing, but I feel like that only makes people want to spend time with you more, because they're like, ooh, group one, I want to go do this with you, or why wasn't I invited, or things like that. It kind of sparks that in people. And so this month you may be a little bit more private about what you're doing, and people are going to be like, oh, group one, a little bit mysterious this March, you know what I'm saying? Because you are trying to find your self-pleasure, your quiet stillness, and really rejuvenate and regenerate yourself. I'm hearing for some of you, you may want to like go book a pedicure, or go on a spa trip, or maybe like get a massage or something like that, to where someone's taking care of you in a way. That might be something that you guys have been thinking about, but I do feel like March is the time to indulge in self-care for you guys. So whatever that means for you, maybe that's just taking 2 days off of work and going somewhere different, or maybe that's doing one of your favorite activities you haven't done in a while. Whatever that is for you, even taking a bath. So take that as it resonates, but March is definitely the time to do those things, okay? So let's go ahead and pull some tarot for you guys. We're going to look into love and career. This Arrows card has been looking me in the face this whole time, and I know we read it as self-pleasure because I was getting that message, but it's also kind of hinting to me that, especially since so many people want your time, I'm kind of feeling like there may be someone that you're invested in romantically who may be wanting your time, and you may be pushing them away just a little bit because it's like, I need time for myself before I can give to you type of thing. But we'll see what comes out in the cards for you guys. All right, Spirit. For the month of March, What is going on in love for my group ones? You guys. 2 of Cups. Divinely guided connection. Yep. I sensed it. Justice. Ooh, that's a lot of cards. Take the top one, and we have Page of Wands. This may be a newer connection. You guys may have had a lot of passion at the beginning, or this may just be a very passionate connection. We have the King of Wands coming out in the reverse. We have Justice here again, and we have the 8 of Cups. It seems like one of you guys is pretty distant. I feel like it could be you again, because you're just like super busy this March, so you may be kind of moving away from this person. But I do feel with the King of Wands in reverse and the Page of Wands here that this person isn't going to let you go so easily, but I don't feel like they're very patient either. So it's like they're just going to keep trying to get time and attention and moments with you, I feel, for the month of March, despite however much you try to push away. Not like in a patient sense, like where they're like, oh yeah, take all the time you need for your self-care, I understand. It's just like, okay, are you done with your self-care yet? Are you done yet? Do you have free time yet? You know, it's kind of like a little bit of a pestering energy, but like they just want to be available whenever you're available, right? Like they don't want to miss a chance. They don't want to miss a moment with you. That's kind of what I'm feeling. It is a divinely guided connection. So Spirit has orchestrated this either to teach you some sort of life lesson, or this could even be like a soulmate connection for you guys as well. But I'm hearing that maybe you're not in quite the energy to receive from it right now. Again, roles could be reversed in this situation as well, so take it as it resonates. But that's what I'm getting here. We also have the Justice coming out. It's giving me that same compromise energy from before. You can see she's holding scales on this card. There's no scales on this Justice card, but I am feeling like you're really trying to find balance in your life, balancing your social life and responsibilities, you guys. Like, I feel like that is the goal for you to make it through March. You know what I mean? Now, this could also indicate that this person walked away in the past, and maybe you want some sort of, now they're coming back to you, and you're kind of showing them that little bit of Queen of Swords energy, like, I don't have time for this right now, which is an honest statement from you guys, if you do say something like that. But it feels a little bit like some sort of justice may be coming through in this situation. This person could be a Libra, you could be a Libra. Also have fire and water on the table, so take that as it resonates. All right, let's look at career for you guys. All right, Spirit, career for group number 1s. 8 of Swords in the reverse. Queen of Coins. Ooh, baby. Judgment. What else? All right. We have the 5 of Wands, the Hanged Man, the Judgment card, Queen of Cups. Oh, ooh. All right. With the 8 of Swords here in reverse, I'm feeling like you're not letting people pin you into a corner anymore in your workplace, and you're moving forward towards what it is you want. Along with all this self-love that's going on for the month of March for you, I feel like this has something to do with it as well. It kind of feels like you're like, no, you're not going to pin me into this corner. Like, look how she looks in this 8 of Swords. You're tired of feeling like that, and you're tired of feeling like everybody's pack mule. Interestingly enough, she has kind of like a, I mean, I guess it has feathers, but it has ears. I don't know, it looks like a donkey kind of with feathers. But I'm hearing like you're maybe people's like pack mule, or like thing that people just put all their stuff on and expect you to do with it and take care of it, and it gives you way too much responsibility. And you're saying, no, I can't do that anymore. I have to choose myself, you know? That's what I'm feeling. We also have the Queen of Coins, which is great, great, great energy to see in the career reading, because it's telling me that you're moving forward towards your abundance. You're in that queen energy. And the queen here is very nurturing, but before she can nurture others, she has to make sure she's healthy, making sure she's taking care of herself, right? So that comes first, and I'm feeling like you're finding a new place to come from energetically with your abundance. So instead of just letting people drain you, it's like, I take care of myself first before I put all that stuff out, you know? So make sure you're taking care of your responsibilities at work first before you go and do things for other people. Other people may just throw a lot of stuff on you, and I'm hearing you say no this time. Okay. Now we also have the Five of Wands and the Hanged Man coming out here. So that's telling me there could be some conflict at work. This may irritate some people because they're used to not maybe doing their job and letting you do their job for them, or they're used to really relying and depending on you for things. And I feel like that's kind of why the Hanged Man is showing up here, because it's like you're used to hanging by and taking the brunt of the what am I trying to say? I guess I'm saying that you're usually just like idly hanging by, like, all right, what am I going to have to do for you? What other extra responsibilities am I going to have to take care of today because these other people aren't doing what they need to do, and they're not in their power, and they're putting it on me to get it done, right? I'm also hearing and I'm seeing like people standing around you, like staring at you, kind of, which is weird. But again, it's kind of going back to that other self-care energy thing, where it's like there's a lot of people looking at you and a lot of people wanting your time and your energy. And I feel like it's heavy showing up in career as well, but this is even causing some conflict with others when you're choosing yourself and saying, I can't do that and I have to focus on me, you know? So for some reason, I'm seeing people staring at you, like waiting for you to do something for them, and you're not doing it, and they're getting like progressively irritated, and they're just kind of standing there like, you gonna do it? You gonna do it? And you're like, no, I'm not gonna do it. So they're just getting like progressively more irritated. Like if they just stand there and like stare at you and try to like be like, what are you doing? You know, it's gonna force you to be like, oh, I'm so sorry, let me do this for you. But you're like, no, I'm not doing that. So take that as it resonates. That's really what came through there. Let's see if there's any other overall energies that you guys need to be aware of for the month of March. All right, Spirit for group number 1. Anything else they need to hear? Okay. Yep, we have 7 of Wands at the bottom of the deck, which is about strong will and determination. I'm feeling like you're very determined to say no a little bit more this month, which is really cool. We have the Empress coming out here as well. I'm feeling more of that Queen of Coins energy with this Empress card, like lots of nurturing, lots of self-care, very important before you give to others as well. We have 9 of Swords, Spirit saying that you may be a little bit anxious or worried that you're causing too much conflict, or you just may be a conflict avoidant type of person, and you're worrying about how people are going to think of you if you say no or don't show up for them sometimes. But I'm hearing that it's okay and to just hug yourself, take care of yourself. It's okay, group number 1. We have the High Priestess in the reverse. So that's kind of telling me that you do need to do self-care some more. Like, I know I keep saying that, but beyond just like feeling and sensuality and just loving on yourself, self-care, I'm feeling like self-care in a sense of tuning in with your intuition, seeing how things actually feel for you on the internal world as well, doing some reflection amidst all of these other self-care things that you're doing, even if that is just taking time to sit quietly and let some things go and reflect. I'm feeling like getting in tune with that part of yourself is going to help you move forward and saying no a little bit more, right? So yeah, that's all I have for you, group number 1. I hope that this reading helped you. If it did, please comment down below, like and subscribe to the channel if you haven't, and I hope to see you guys in another video. Bye-bye. Hey, group number 2, those of you who chose the white flowers with the Manga Tarot, this is going to be your reading for the month of March. Alright, so before we jump into the tarot, we're going to take a look at the oracle cards that came out for you guys for your overall energies for March. So what came out for you is big happy changes, seasons change. You guys have change coming in like crazy for the month of March. Second house, 11th house, salmon, and we have blue obsidian along with kunzite. Okay, when I tell you guys that you have lots of changes coming in, like you have lots of changes coming in. And I feel that these changes have to do with finances, being that the second house came out for you, and also in your relationships, as the 11th house has to do with friendships, discovery, ideas, exploration, right? So yeah, definitely changes happening within your friendships and relationships and who you choose to give your time to. But also if you have been working towards something, I'm seeing something click within you in March where it's almost like your values start to change, right? Like maybe you've been working and working and working towards something, thinking this is what you want, this is what you value, but something clicks and you're like, you know, I don't think that's what I actually wanted, you know? So it's kind of like a little flip-flop. I'm also seeing this salmon kind of flip-flop, you know? And another big message that came through for your group when I was pulling your cards was the message to just go with the flow. I feel like you guys tend to be a little bit resistant to change, but Spirit is saying to really, really go with the flow here, especially with the salmon and the blue obsidian. We have big happy changes. It says happy changes on this card. It's not like a tower moment, or it could be, but it could be like more of a happy tower moment for you guys. Some of you may be changing jobs. Some of you may just be changing. It may be as simple as like a energetic change of how you view something regarding your career, even your friendships as well, okay? Also, when I was pulling your cards, I kept hearing Kara, or like someone with the letter K as their first initial, or I guess it could be their last initial as well. So you guys may be close with someone with the letter K, and I'm hearing that this friendship is going to be or relationship, or whomever that person is. It could be someone you work with as well. But I am hearing that this person is going to be helpful and there for you through the change. If you don't know anyone with that initial, that may not be a message for you guys. It could be for someone very specific here, because this is a general reading. But I did want to let you guys know that I kept hearing that, and that name kept coming through pretty strongly, okay? So, also, I'm feeling like the more you go with the flow this month, the more intuitive messages that Spirit is going to just keep flowing through you, right? So the more you relax, the more you kind of just say, you know what, I'm going to let the universe navigate this change for me instead of trying to resist it. Because I feel like the more resistance that you put up against it, the less happier you're going to be, right? So don't fight against it so much. Some of you guys could even be moving, I'm hearing, this month, but it's a happy change despite the work that it's going to take to, you know, get that in place, right? Because moving can be a bitch, but once you get there and you get settled, it's like, this is a great happy change. This is what I needed, okay? You could also be moving out of a relationship, as we did have the 11th house come through here. That could be a friendship, anything. But in general, I feel like you're discovering new things that you want in the month of March. Like, it's a switch of your values. Like, I value this in my friends more than I value this. Or I value having this in my life more than this. It's just kind of like these intuitive messages are hitting you, and it's showing wisdom that you've developed over time. But I feel like suddenly in the month of March, you're just getting all these things clicking in your head, kind of like you're learning more about yourself. It's interesting we have seasons change, because I believe spring equinox is in March, towards the end of March. So we are actually dealing with a season change, but you guys may be specifically like attuned with spring or something, and it's bringing in, or astrologically, something could be happening in your chart in the spring to where it's bringing you a lot of intuitive hits, okay, you guys? Like, lots and lots of messages. Blue obsidian here is about dreams and astral travel, getting psychic message, expansiveness, divination. So some of you guys could be getting more of your psychic gifts becoming uncovered, right? And it also says it clears away mental clutter and makes way for clear channeling of intuitive messages. So I'm feeling really like, if you're not moving physically, it's kind of like things that have been cluttered in your mind are clearing themselves out. You could be cleaning out something this March, like spring cleaning, I'm hearing for some of you. But it's making way for all of these new messages and insights about yourself. So I feel like you're really going to be going through a period of self-discovery here, okay? Now we also have kunzite, which is about love, femininity, transition. So again, some of you may want to get hold of some kunzite, because it could help you stay in like a place of love and just go with the flow and acceptance for things as you do transition through this changing period of your life. If you do feel called to do that. It's interesting, kunzite starts with the letter K as well, so maybe that's just a message for you to get some kunzite. But I do feel like some of you like seriously know like a Karen or a Kara or something like that, someone with a K name who really wants to help you and can help you through your period of self-discovery. So that's a message for somebody here. But yeah, I do feel like you are, the more you cede control here and you're just like, you know what, I'm going to sit back and watch these changes unfold within me and in my life and in my external, because again, whatever happens on the internal will reflect back on the external. So even if you're just changing your values and how you look at things and how you look at your friendships and your new ideas and things of that nature, as you receive wisdom there, it's going to begin to reflect on the outside. So it will cause changes on the outside of your life in due time. And I feel like that's really what's occurring for you guys in March. Okay, let's dive into the tarot and let's look into love and career for you guys. All right, Spirit, for group number 1, what is happening in love in the month of March? Okay. Let's see what came out here. Whoa. Making a mess. All right, we have the Temperance card in the reverse. The Chariot, yeah, you're moving forward pretty fast with something, but that's love, you guys. We have the Lover's card in the reverse. The Princess of Wands. And the Hermit. Some of you guys could be single in the month of March. Take it as it resonates. I try to read for both people in relationships and people dealing with singlehood and situationships. But for your energy in particular, I'm feeling the Princess of Wands. And what that's telling me is that you're just following your passions and your desires. I feel like you're really going with the flow in this sector of your life as well. Kind of not forcing anything. But I do see you willing to move forward with changes with the Chariot here at any time. It's just you're not going to force it. But if you do get that call to move forward with this relationship or a relationship, you'll take it. But for now, I see you sitting back, being reflective and not rushing into anything unless I feel like you're just so tapped in with your intuition, you guys, like very tapped in this month. We do have the Lovers in the verse, so I'm feeling like you're not going to be so quick to jump into a relationship or jump into any sort of decision making if you are in a relationship. Like maybe this person wants to level up the relationship if you are in one, and like maybe move in together or get engaged or have a child or like level things up, and you're like, hold on, let's not rush this, let's not force it unless it matches with my desires as well, right? I feel like you're just very in tune with yourself and letting things flow as they come. We have Temperance, which can be about healing, and it can also be about being patient, and it's in the reverse. So I'm feeling like whoever you're involved with may be wanting to rush things a little bit faster than what you're wanting, which the roles could be reversed here, but I'm feeling like you're in that go with the flow energy, and it's like, well, if I get to a place where I do want that, let's do it. But I'm not sure I'm in that energy right now, because it feels like you have a lot of other changes going on in your life. So maybe you're not trying to rush anything in this sector of your life. Again, roles could be reversed. It could be someone else being like this, and you're like, no, I'm ready for this change. Let's move forward. Let's do this. I don't want to be patient right now, you know? But I am kind of feeling like you guys may be in more of the, let me see, I'm not ready to make that decision type of thing. All right, let's look into career for you guys now. Spirit, what's going on in career for group number 2? Okay, interesting cards for you guys. We have the Ten of Pentacles. I mean, some of you could be getting married. Maybe you guys are the ones who want to rush into it, you know? Or not rush into it. Maybe it's been planned out. Maybe this is part of the go with the flow. But we have an abundance card here. This is like long-term abundance that has developed over time. So if you guys have been working on something, I do see this could be your big happy change. Again, we had the second house. I feel like the career thing, especially with the second house, is really coming through stronger for change aspects of yourself, like career and your values, more so than I feel like a relationship is coming in, unless it's a friendship. Like, I'm feeling a platonic friendship heavily for you guys. That's very important. But maybe the person in this friendship wants to make it a little bit more, a little faster than you're ready for. But back to career. I see like long-term success and benefits, like something you've been working at for quite some time now is finally reaping rewards. Like 10 of Pentacles is completion, that's happiness, that's celebration and joy. So that's a really good card to see in a career reading. We have the 6 of Pentacles. Some of you guys maybe returning home to see your family of some sort. And if not, I see you overcoming these losses that you've experienced in the past with financial losses. Like, I feel like you've really been giving something your all, and then finally something clicks for you in March where it's like, you know what? I'm releasing control of this, and I'm not going to force this to happen anymore, you know? And I'm just going to sit back and watch, kind of like this 9 of Wands. 9 of Wands is usually someone who's blocked off, which she does have this wall, but it's kind of like behind her in a way. And she's looking back like, yeah, I put these walls up and this is what I did. This is what I built. And it's kind of giving me more of an empowered energy than it is like, I don't want to reap benefits from this, you know? Because the 9 of Wands can be like very unreceptive type of energy. I feel like you're receptive, but it's like you're not forcing it, you know? That's what I'm trying to say there. Sorry if that was confusing. We have the 7 of Cups, and we have the Princess of Swords. Yeah, cutting off that energy of indecisiveness and forcing stuff to happen. I really feel like you guys are trying to go with the flow, but you may be presented, because you've reached this level of success, there may be a lot of options and opportunities now presented towards you, and it's your job to cut out the ones that you don't want and choose the ones that you do want. So again, this is going to require getting very in tune with your values again, okay? I know we keep going back to your values, but I'm hearing finding a strong sense of value, like what your values are, what you desire, and going forward with that, and then just kind of ceding control. Like, you know what? This is what I value. I'll stick by that, but I'm not going to try to control the rest, you know? I'm going to let these changes unfold before me. So, with the 7 of Cups here, I feel like in career you're going to be presented with a lot of new options, and it's really a simple choice. I'm feeling it's not like, oh, some of these I don't know if I want it. I don't feel you being in an indecisive energy. I feel you being in an energy of I know what I want. So all you have to do is choose exactly what you want, and the more you are in tune with your values, the easier it is going to be to pick that. Like, I feel like you have clarity over this situation, okay? So, very empowering reading for you guys. We're going to close the reading off with a couple more tarot cards and see if there's anything else that Spirit has for you guys for March. Any other messages? Yeah. Okay. Interesting cards coming through here. We have the 6 of Swords. So again, I kind of see you in this boat, moving away from whatever past things are not serving you towards calmer waters, going with the flow of the river, and knowing where your destination is, but not rushing to get there. Make sense? We have Queen of Swords here as well. I feel you cutting off any energies that are not serving you. I feel like you guys have a lot of clarity this month, like a lot of just very tapped into your intuition this month. Very, very wise, making very smart decisions. You guys are probably very highly intelligent. It's like, I know what I want. I have the clarity. I'm moving towards it, but I'm not rushing it. Two of Cups coming out for you as well. Again, I'm feeling like, let me point this out. This guy is not in this boat alone. He has this, it looks almost like a child or a younger guy over here. So for some of you, that could be this K person that I was picking up on. Not all of you are going to have someone that starts with K, but I feel like there's a divinely guided connection, a soulmate connection, and I feel like it's a friendship because I wasn't getting too much like rushing in love thing, although I guess it could be a partner, but there's somebody who's with you through this. You guys aren't alone, and they're helping you transition to this new place, wherever it is you're going in March, right? Okay, so that's all I have for you guys, group number 2. I hope you enjoyed this reading. If you did, comment down below, like and subscribe to the channel if you haven't already, and I hope to see you guys in another reading. Bye. Hey, group number 3. Those of you who chose the Buttercup with the Modern Witch Tarot, this is going to be your reading for the month of March. We're going to look at love and career with the tarot, but first we're going to look at your overall energies that came through with these oracle cards. All right. So what came out for you guys for the month of March is internal strength. No need to worry. The 7th house, the 6th house, the eel, we have lazulite, and rhodochrosite. Okay, so, you guys, I feel like there's been something in your life, at least recently, or maybe you're dealing with this more in March, but I feel like there's been something that's been quite the mystery for you guys, like something that you feel like you need to solve, something you need to know, and you've been pretty worried about it. I'm feeling like thinking about it all the time, always on your mind, trying to figure it out. This could be due to a complicated relationship, as the 7th house deals with partnerships, and it can also talk about karmic connections. So for some of you could be caught in some sort of karmic cycle with a person, and you're just constantly worrying and trying to make things work, and I feel like it's put a lot of stress on you. So Spirit is saying there's no need to worry. You don't have to solve this in one day. I'm hearing Rome wasn't built in a day. For some of you, if you're worried about maybe career or something else in your life. We also have the 6th house coming through. So I do feel like March is going to be about your health, maybe your mental health, generating new habits that take care of you more, eating foods that are more healthy. It's interesting, these balls on this inner strength card kind of look like they're flowing through her mouth, even though they are wrapping around her. So I'm hearing that what you put into your body is also going to affect your mental health as well. So maybe pay attention. There may be some foods or something that you eat that makes you worry about a certain situation more. So Spirit's saying for me to point that out for some of you. And some of you may be like, I go to the gym all the time, I eat super healthy. I don't want to hear this, Mellow Tarot. So if you don't resonate with that message, in general, I'm finding and feeling that you're just generating something new and incorporating something new or small into your routine, and it's going to help get this worry out of your mind. It's really going to clear up your mental health, and it's kind of like making you think about new things and get excited for new things, new relationships, new partnerships, things of that nature. And it's giving you some sort of internal strength. I'm feeling like it's helping you love yourself more, feel okay with yourself, and it's really cutting out that worrisome energy that I was feeling heavily. Okay, now we also have we talk about the crystals that came out for you guys. With the lazulite here, it's all about serenity and peace, and on a cosmic scale, not just like, oh, I'm chilling, I feel good. It's more like, no, at peace with your mind, at peace with who you are, at peace with the universe. Sorry guys, had an interruption, but it even says on this card here, it stimulates the third eye, drawing out psychic and intuitive abilities and dispelling worry, anxiety, and stress to promote a clear state of mind. So it even says something about extra strength to heal addictive habits and give yourself inner peace against personal demons. So some of you guys could be maybe struggling with addiction of some sort. It doesn't have to be drugs. It could even just be looking at your phone too much, or looking at someone's social media too much, or just doing something too much, right? Whatever that is for you, and generating better habits around that thing. Okay, so I feel like that is one of the most important messages for your month of March, is that you're killing some sort of bad habit and generating a better routine, better energy regarding that. Okay, and it's really going to cut out your worry as well. You may not even be realizing, and I'm hearing most of you don't realize that when you cut out whatever this is, this habit in your routine, the anxiety and the worry is gonna go down tremendously. So play around with those things in March and figure out what that is. I'm hearing Spirit saying you don't realize really how much it affects you because you're so used to doing it, right? And you haven't really noticed that, dang, this could be adding to all of this worry and anxiety that I'm having. Okay, so check that out. We also have rhodochrosite for you guys, which is about relationship healing and karmic lessons. So again, interesting that they're the same color, right? I do feel like some of your worry you can't speak, some of your worry could be regarding a connection of yours. There may be some sort of connection that is not the healthiest right now, and it could be you feel very attached with this person, and you feel very like, this person is supposed to be in my life. This is a karmic connection, and I feel like you're really holding on to it. But Spirit is saying the less you worry and try to control it, the healthier the relationship is going to be, the healthier communication that you can have with this person, because you're not trying to control the outcome of the situation. So I do feel like your month of March is all about finding your internal strength to create better habits for yourself, in relationships and in your general life and your routine, and finding internal strength to just keep going despite whatever worry or anxiety may arise within you guys. Okay, so we're going to jump into the tarot, and we're going to see a little bit into love and a little bit into career for the month of March. I always have such a hard time shuffling these cards, you guys. I'm gonna try to do it like this, but they're so big. Let's see what I can do. I feel like I have small hands. There we go. A decent shuffle. I did just see the star at the bottom of the deck, which is about healing. So again, I'm hearing healing yourself, taking time to heal, and finding some clarity amidst the worrisome thoughts. Okay, let's do love first. All right, for group number 3, Spirit, what is going on in love in March for them? Whoa. Okay, I'm gonna take this card here. I cannot take 30 cards, but I don't usually have the cards explode. Yeah, there's that 9 of Swords. I don't have the cards explode on me like that very often, so I do feel like there's someone here who is sending a lot of energy and messages. We'll start with these. I may do a little bit more of a love reading here than I did for some of the other groups, just because it's showing up so heavily. But, okay, we have the 3 of Cups. If you are in a relationship, could indicate third-party situation. Take it as it resonates. If you're like, no, that's not me, my person would never do that, then okay, take it as it resonates. Dismiss whatever does not resonate with you, right? Definitely a karmic connection, divinely guided connection. We have this Judgment card. I'm seeing the angel here, and she's watching what's going on here, and they can see you in this place of worry, anxiety, thinking too much, up at night because you're trying to solve this puzzle here. We have the 10 of Pentacles come out in the reverse. The 9 of Swords is also in the reverse, indicating that, I guess I should put them like that, but indicating that you're trying to move away from this worry, right? Move away from it. 8 of Wands. I feel like this person may be very in and out of your life, right? 10 of Pentacles usually indicates stability, financial stability, feeling comforted and cared for, and like family. You could live with this person. It's in the reverse, which is kind of telling me that like it's not in the most stable place right now. I'm definitely feeling that. And it kind of feels like they move forward, but it's kind of rocky, and it's like always shifting. It kind of feels like a roller coaster, and you're just trying to figure out how the roller coaster works and what's going on here. And it could be a lot of overwhelming energy, so I see why this anxiety is coming out. Do have the Wheel of Fortune at the bottom of the deck. The wheel always moves, is always turning, so it's up to you whether you feel like you're on the bottom of the wheel or the top of the wheel right now. You may feel a bit at the bottom, but remember the wheel always moves, and soon again you'll be on the top with the luck, okay? So let's see what else comes out for career, just because I want to get a few. Ooh, I'm shuffling these backwards. A few more cards for you guys, since you do have this karmic connection coming through. Yeah. Dang. Chariot in the reverse. We have the 5 of Swords. Yep. And the Temperance at the bottom of the deck. I'm hearing patience, healing, stepping back, releasing your control. Stop trying to move forward with connections where they're just leaving you hurting at the end of the fight. They may feel like they come out on top at every end of every fight. It's leaving you worried. How can I make this person happy? It's not your job to make them happy. Don't know why I'm talking like this, you guys, but it's not your job to make this person happy. And really taking a step back and focus on your own healing and what you desire, and not moving forward this connection so much and not trying to force something to happen is going to be really important for you in March. Okay, you guys, let's take a look at career. Why do I keep shuffling these backwards? Or have I put them on back wrong? I did. Sorry, you guys. I am feeling a lot of like kind of mental clutter and just confusion. from the energies in general. So it could be having to do with this connection for sure. I feel like you guys may be feeling this anxiety and uncertainty and not sure where to go, not sure where to move, not sure what to do to please this person. And Spirit's saying there's no reason to worry because the only person you need to please is yourself. Okay? So let's go to career now. Career for my group 3s. Career for my group 3s. Okay. We have the King of Cups in the reverse, the Two of Wands, Eight of Pentacles, the High Priestess in the reverse, and the Queen of Pentacles in the reverse. I feel like there's someone who you had a misunderstanding with, possibly in the workplace. I feel like you've been working really hard, really diligently, very, very focused. But I feel like someone isn't appreciating you or rewarding you for the hard work. Like maybe you were promised some sort of promotion or bonus or something for doing some work, and you were like, oh yeah, I can do that, and you really showed up and you really did it. But instead they kind of showed you that King of Cups in the reverse energy and Queen of Pentacles in the reverse energy, and they're like, sorry, we may have overestimated the budget and we can't give you that. You know what I'm saying? So it really feels like you guys might experience some sort of missed opportunity or not being paid for your actions of some sort in the month of March. So look out for that. Look out for people milking your energy, because I do see the Two of Wands here, which is you saying, okay, if you're not going to show me what I deserve to be shown here, you're not going to pay me for what I'm doing and my energy that I just put in, then I'm going to go and look for something somewhere else. And I'm going to plan to do something somewhere else. That's what I'm hearing. And it's like, I don't feel you wanting to stay in this place of not being paid for your work, right? Okay, so also this situation may cause you a little bit more worry as well. So I hate to say all this worry in you guys and saying that's what your March prediction is, because that kind of sucks, but I do try to be honest with these readings and what comes through here. And but to look at the positives here, you are finding internal strength to navigate these situations and move into the unknown. It's interesting that you did have Eel come out here, because eels kind of move around in the dark, right? And they just trust their instincts. So I kind of feel like you're in the dark. You're dealing with some mystery and you don't really know, you can't see in this situation, right? But you're trusting your instincts and you're trying to navigate in the clearest way that you can. It's just going to be really important that you don't let the anxiety and the worry take over. Spirit's saying they got your back. They're saying there's no need to worry here, okay? So although this month might be a little bit of a tough month, it's going to like bring you a lot of strength in the end, and you're going to have a lot of like content in yourself and peace within yourself, because it's like, I navigated this shitty ass situation and here I am, you know, and I did it. And if I can make it through that, I can make it through anything, okay? So I do see you moving on to something better in career. Spirit, can you give me any other messages about career, their future career? Yeah, I see you moving on quickly to something else. Anything else? Like you're moving away from this energy real fast. Yeah, Four of Pentacles. You're saying what's mine is mine. What I deserve. And I'm not going to sit around and wait or give you more energy and wait on these false promises, right? So I really do see strength exhibited here. So again, there's no need to worry, and that's the center of your reading. So keep that in mind, because I know this doesn't sound the greatest, like the greatest month ever, but Spirit just keeps saying there's no need to worry. So these things could be simple or they could be big, but I see peace on the other side, okay? Like cosmic peace, all right? Remember, we had this lazulite, which is about cosmic peace, dispelling stress and worry, okay? So anything else that we need to know about group number 3's month of March, please? Yeah. Ooh. Guys, my favorite card came out for you. The Nine of Cups. And we have the Tower in the reverse, Two of Pentacles. If I can pick it up. Okay. Two of Pentacles and the Tower, but it came out in the reverse. I feel like, yeah, there might be a Tower moment approaching, but you are so ready to just move into the rebuilding stage, okay? So instead of worrying about the past and looking back and like, shit, there was a Tower moment, and that's being all you can think about, you're thinking about, how can I rebalance myself? How can I move forward? How can I move towards my desires instead of chasing somebody and trying to please someone else? How can I please myself? I'm not going to sit around and wait on people who aren't giving me and showing up for me. And you're in the Nine of Cups energy. And that's one of my favorite cards in the whole deck, because it's all about being confident in yourself, filling up all of your cups first before you give a cup to somebody else. You filled up all of your cups first. And that's why there's no need to worry. It's because I know you have that inner strength in there to remain confident in who you are despite all of this BS going on around you. Okay? So do whatever it is to find peace. This Two of Pentacles can also go back to that routine and habits thing that we were talking about earlier. Finding balance there is also going to help you stand in your confidence more, because it's like, I know I'm doing all the little things right, which means that I should be able to do the big things right. Right? Alright guys, that's all I have for you, group 3. I hope the reading helped you. If it did, comment down below. Like the video, subscribe to the channel if you haven't already. I appreciate it. And thank you for being here. Bye-bye.